Hey, how's it going, folks? Happy Friday. Your friend Dean Clover here. Just wanted to do a quick, just want to talk to you folks real quick about something I've been noticing a lot of job seekers are facing right now. This is not a new thing, of course, but I'm definitely seeing a lot of job seekers experiencing, those feelings of feeling down, somewhat depressed. Maybe you feel like, there's no hope out there, right? And it's just so much you got to deal with, not just in relation to your job search, your career, and all that stuff, but even in your personal lives as well, right? You got to balance all this stuff. And meanwhile, there's so much going on as a result of this pandemic. And I've been having conversations with my current clients, my past clients that I coach through my job search coaching, and also just messages I receive all the time from job seekers, right? People actively or passively searching for jobs on the or the next step in their career, basically, right? So if you're listening to this, maybe you're in that situation, right? You're feeling a bit down. You're like, hey Dean, what can I do to move forward from here? I'm feeling down. I'm feeling out. Just feeling really low. It seems like everything's hopeless right now. And what can I do about it? So look, folks, there's so many ways you can deal with this, right? I'm no meditation, mental health expert. So hey, if you need to get that done, that stuff done, you need to get yourself taken care of. Speak to an expert about that. All right. I'm not a mental health expert or anything like that. Now, aside from that, I did have two important recommendations that I wanted to make that can help you get into a better state, so you're able to approach your job search and keep moving through and pushing through in your job search, right? So tip number one is, I want you folks to erase any and all negativity as much as possible in your life in general, right? Now, this could be easier said than done, obviously, right? Definitely easier said than done. And I'm definitely not saying cut out people that you love, you care about, that might be, having their own issues right now. Not saying that. But what I'm saying is, as much as possible, you need to focus on the positive stuff. So I want you to surround yourself with positive information, positive messages. Maybe that's going on YouTube and looking at, some of those motivational videos you got going on. Maybe it's listening to your favorite song that pumps you up, gets you excited, right? That's going to put you in a much better state to handle your job search, folks, versus you sitting in front of the TV, watching the news, hearing about all the chaos that's going on out there, right? And not just the pandemic, but also the associated chaos and hate and the shootings going on and a whole bunch of stuff. It's not going to help you in your job search. Now, I'm not saying stick your head in the ground and be ignorant about what's going on in your environment and in your community and in the world. You definitely want to stay on top of those things. But at least for the duration of your job search, I would advise you folks, avoid watching the news as much as possible. If you're going to watch the news, keep it to business related stuff, right? So information and news related to your industry, organizations you're interested in, industries you're interested in, that kind of stuff. That basically information that's going to help you, that you can use and leverage as intel for your job search. That's what you want to focus on. Now, the second thing is, right, and this is extremely important, folks, as important as it is to stay motivated, watch positive stuff, get positive information and all that stuff. As important as that stuff is, you want to take action. You got to take action, right? And I say this all the time. If you've been following me for a while, I always talk about this, right? Simply waiting around for motivation, simply feeling motivated, it's not going to do you anything. It's not going to change your state, all right? If I feel motivated from this point up until, the next minute, if I feel motivated and do nothing else, nothing's going to change in my life. All right. So I feel motivated, a minute passes by, I do nothing in that minute with that motivation, nothing changes. My life is the same. But let's say I feel motivated and in the next minute, let's say I go on LinkedIn and I do a LinkedIn post within the next minute. I have made a change in my life, right? And depending on that post, maybe that post gets me more attention. Maybe I connect with people, or people comment on the post that I could potentially get in touch with about some business opportunity or something like that. Or maybe it's someone that wants to know more about my services and how I can help them. I don't know, but all I know is feeling motivated, while it will give me an edge, it's not going to be the thing that's going to make a difference in my life. It's not the thing that's going to change my state. It's not the thing that's going to get me from point A to point B. Taking action is what's going to make a difference, right? Now, another thing, I know I said two tips, but another bonus tip I wanted to share is, a lot of you are in a state of confusion and you're frozen. You're not sure what to do. You're not sure whether to go left or right in your job search, because you're consuming information from way too many data points, right? And a lot of times, inevitably, when you have too many mentors, folks, the problem is your mentors might not be in alignment with each other, right? Mentor A is going to tell you to do XYZ. Mentor B is going to tell you to do ABC. Mentor C is going to, tell you to do a mix of ABC and XYZ. And ultimately, you're going to end up confused. You're not going to know which direction to take. You're not going to know whose advice to take, whose advice not to take, by the way, right? Don't want to underestimate the importance of that, right? It's not just about whose advice you should take. You also got to consider whose advice you do not want to take, all right? So what I want you to do is, look, if you got multiple mentors right now, you got different coaches you're following. Maybe you're following different people on LinkedIn. Maybe you're following me on LinkedIn as well, right? At the beginning of your journey, folks, when you're researching whose information I wanna put into action, you definitely want to be exploring a couple of people in the beginning, right? But at some point, folks, you have to make a decision. Whose information am I going to put my attention on 100% and go all in, right? Because otherwise what's going to happen, again, you're going to end up in this state of confusion because you got so many mentors, you're following so many people, you're consuming so much information and data on LinkedIn that you're ending up in a state of confusion. You're not sure what to implement, what not to implement, whose advice to take, whose advice not to take, and you're mixing up conflicting pieces of information, and it's not going to help you and assist you in your job search, right? So this is the third point, very important point. Pick one source of information, go all in 100% with that person. Whoever that person is, whether it's a coach, whether it's someone you follow on social media, whoever it is, folks, all right? Because that's going to give you that stability and that focus. And you're not going to be confused because you're receiving data from so many various different points, all right? So this is another challenge that so many of you are facing in your job search, and it's leading you to a state of confusion, all right? So, hey, look, hope you keep pushing through. I know it's the weekend, but hey, make some time every day, folks, to perform some action that's going to contribute to your job search. Keep pushing through, keep moving through. And hey, if you want more information about how I can help you, if your top challenge right now is that you're applying for jobs online, you're not getting any responses, you're not getting responses from hiring teams, recruiters, etc., got some great initial feedback so far from students taking my course, Applying to Jobs Online 101, where I teach you my 3-step process for how to increase responses from hiring teams, recruiters, etc., not just for public job postings, but also from the non-publicly posted opportunities out there from industries and companies doing really well that are potentially looking for people like you. So it's a 3-step process that I teach in my course. It's pre-recorded. It's a mixture of pre-recorded material and reading material as well that I put together. And it's my 3 steps. Step number 1, apply and or identify. Step 2, direct message. Step 3, follow up. All right, this is gonna put you in a proactive state of mind, in a proactive state, because you're taking actions that will contribute to your job search and get you those responses from hiring managers and hiring teams. You want more information about that? Check out my website, dkglobaltalent.com/get interviews, dkglobaltalent.com/get interviews for more information. If you're watching this on YouTube or Anchor, the link's going to be in the description. All right, so check it out. I'm here to help you. And hey, make sure you like and subscribe so you could continue to get more information from my end. And I'll be there, to consistently provide you with more tips, advice, and strategies you can apply for your job search. Right? Hey, have a good one.